Greetings, everyone, and welcome to a new episode of A One Take. So, quick story. Our next door neighbor's kids use our basketball hoop that's out in the driveway once in a while, and it's cool. They're great kids, great neighbors. We're extremely lucky with that. But once in a while, they leave the hoop down. It's an adjustable one. I always have it up at 10 feet up at regulation. They tend to drop it down to, I don't know, 6 feet, shorter than me potentially. And it annoys the crap out of me. And it does for a couple of reasons. One being just sort of the danger thing. I back my car in on that side. I don't pay attention if there's a hoop down low that I might hit. That'd make a bad day. But the other part is that I feel like they're cheating. Now, they're not giant kids. They're 12, 14, whatever. But they lower it down so they can dunk the ball. And that's cheating for a person that had to learn how to play on a 10-foot high non-adjustable one, mainly because it was bolted to a piece of plywood that was then bolted to our detached garage. So there was no way in hell of lowering it. But I feel like it's cheating. Now, I'm sure this is a generational thing. Every generation sees that. They look back, the younger ones, they go, oh, yeah, it's so much easier now. Oh, yeah, blah, blah, blah. We walked uphill both ways, whatever. Sure. There's that aspect of things that most of us don't take into account when it comes to just the progressiveness or progress of technology and change and things like that. But this to me digs deeper. And every time I see that, I remind myself of a boss that I had who said one time, he goes, good luck in your mediocrity to someone. I was like, well, that's kind of an asshole thing to say, but it kind of makes sense. And then I thought to think about it a little bit more because I don't let my stepson lower the hoop, at least not when I'm playing with him or when I'm watching him play, because I want him to learn how to hit it at the regulation height. Because life isn't always going to be easy on him. He's not always going to be able to find a cheat code. He's not always going to be able to lower the hoop, both physically and metaphorically. And it got me thinking that we mediocrity is looked at in many ways the wrong way. It's not a balance in your checking account. It's not the car you drive. It's not the size of your house. It's not the title that you have for your profession. Mediocrity is a mindset. And once we settle for it, we're stuck. And we don't challenge ourselves. And we don't go out of our norms. We're constantly looking for ways that we can lower that hoop. And that's what makes us mediocre. Mediocre is it's a mental approach to life. It's how you view things. It's nothing else. It's not anything tangible or monetary, that's not even a word, money related, anything like that. It's a mental approach. And it ties into what we celebrate on Monday. On Monday, we're celebrating the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And I have always been enamored by him. And not for the typical reasons that he's known for, let's call it. Obviously, his work on social justice, equal rights, things like that. That goes without saying. It's phenomenal. But what truly impresses me about Martin Luther King Jr. is that he didn't have to do any of it. He had a pretty decent life, albeit at the times and the things around it were terrible, but he didn't have to do it. He could have taken a very mediocre approach to life, a mediocre outlook to it, and he could have stuck with that. But he didn't. He challenged life. He asked for more. He didn't lower the hoop just for himself so it would be easier or settle for maybe the hoop that was already lowered for him. He decided that mediocrity was a state of mind and it didn't need to be. And that's what makes him so amazing. And he wasn't a perfect person either. It's far from perfect. But he had focus and he understood that if we're easy on life, it'll be easy on us. That's mediocrity. But if we challenge it, if we expect more, if we dig for more out of life, then great things can happen, both individually, nationally, culturally, whatever it might be. So think about that the next time you're wanting to lower the hoop, metaphorically speaking, or even physically speaking, if you want. And remember that mediocrity, it's a state of mind and it's your choice. Challenge yourself, challenge your thinking, challenge your world. Think about that on Monday. This has been One Take. Make it a great day.